Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I really appreciate you stopping by. We are going to do not something really different, but something slightly different. We're going to start with a get ready with me because I have actually someplace to go today. I have a Super Bowl party to go to at my sister's house. I think I did this last year. I don't remember. It might have been just a get ready with me though. But we're going to do a get ready with me and we're going to do a mystery box unboxing for ColourPop. I recently looked at my makeup and realized I have a lot of ColourPop makeup that I've never used. I mean, I have this palette and this one. I have used this one. Brand new palette. That one. Used this one Christmas time. Used this one when Barbie came out. Purchased this recently, right around Christmas. Still haven't used it. This one I did a video on. And, did I do? I know I did a live with this. I might have done a get ready. God, it hasn't even been that long. We have the It's a Mood palette. And then I have these. And honestly, out of these, I've used this one and this one, and this was during a live as well. So I have a lot of ColourPop eyeshadow palettes that have gotten little to none use, and I've been doing this for almost 2 years. Not the channel, but working on my Instagram and kind of working my way up to YouTube was what it was. So, as much as I like this palette, and it would probably go with what I'm wearing today, we're not going to use this. And I'm not doing football colors. I'm sorry. I'm voting for a team, rooting for a team, but I'm worried that if I wore their colors that it would have the opposite effect and just bring them terrible luck. So we're not going to do that. I don't even think my husband's got their colors on today. I'll have to check. He's very superstitious. Shh. So I haven't really played with any of these. This is the palette that I ordered when I was sleeping, or almost asleep. I woke up and my cart said that I had purchased something, and I try not to do that anymore. But I think I did it recently with another brand that should be arriving soon. So we'll get another video for that. But I was looking through these palettes, all beautiful. I've heard great things about most of these palettes. I really like this one, but that's not going to match either. I bought my mother this one. She saw it when I purchased it and said that she needed one too. So if she knows where it is, I'd be surprised. I don't particularly like Star Wars, but I have Star Wars palettes because they're pretty. I do need the actual Star Wars palette. Oh, yeah, I have Darth Vader. With all the pretty light or primary colors. But that's the only one I don't have. So I'm waiting for a sale and that'll go in my cart. I was kind of hoping that with the mystery boxes that, you know, you might actually see something like that in here. But it was not to be. I think with the mystery boxes, they're trying to get rid of old stock, which is an intelligent way to do it. But with getting rid of old stock like that, before I received, it might have been this one in the last box, I found them at Job Lot. So I think I found this one at Job Lot too. So maybe if you've already sent them off to like distributors for, what's the word? When you stop carrying it. Maybe once you've passed it on to a distributor where other people can purchase it right from the stores, not like Ulta, but discount stores, then maybe not include those in your mystery boxes. Just a thought. But overall, the mystery boxes I've received, I've been pretty happy with what I received in them. I'm still building my ColourPop collection. This was in my last box. And I'm not mad at what I've received so far. I mean, I've even got a ColourPop Powerpuff Girls blush that is very pretty. So I have a cheek palette that I received in the last one. But what should we use today? This one, I think that's a little too deep for me. Maybe when I get a tan. Right now, I ain't got a tan. But I'm kind of limited because I'm still building my collection. So this is a blush palette I have, the Powerpuff Girls. The only highlighter I've got, the only other blush I have, and this is fairly light as well, this color. So we'll see how well that works. But looking through my palettes, I've decided that Lust for Dusk would be the one that we play with today. I'm also considering doing my makeup every day for a week using a different palette, obviously, or at least for 5 days, because like a week's pushing it. I don't get dressed half the time. But just to start using some of this because it's beautiful, and I hate to have stuff go to waste. I can give away, I can donate, but overall I bought this makeup for me to try, and I do want to try it. So we're going to go with this blush, with this highlighter, with this palette. I do have a concealer by ColourPop. I think it's too light. Honestly, I purchased this from Ulta. I'm debating going in Payday, looking for a concealer and that's heavy, and a foundation that matches. But in the meantime, because this is a family party, which there's nothing wrong with looking your best for family, but they know me. So we're going to start with the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. This is one of my favorites. I don't feel like I'm suffocating when I wear it. I need to clean my brushes again. And my little poofs. I'm going to let this one down. I don't think this one gets very big, but it's enough. It'll do the job. So, anywho, let me know who you're rooting for in the comments below. Are you 49ers fans? Or are you Chiefs fans? Or just Taylor Swift fans that are watching the football game? I really don't mind. There's worse reasons to watch football. Honestly, I'm rooting for the 49ers. Don't get mad at me. No judgment. There is a shrine down here in my beauty room that was previously my husband's man cave. And he's loved the 49ers since the 80s. Since he was little. I know that's so long ago. But I met Greg in 91. And I think they won the Super Bowl that year. So, all because of me. And my son was born, my oldest Spawn, was born on a football Sunday. And the 49ers won that game too. So, you know, there might be something to it. I think they were robbed last year. Don't go after me. I know there's a lot of Eagles fans out here. I live in Pennsylvania, so. But I was born in New York. And I lived in Texas. So really, I could root for anybody. I lived in Pittsburgh 2 years ago. Well, near Pittsburgh. So this has given me back a little bit of color. But seriously, it's pretty sheer. Which I don't mind. Do need to do my eyebrows again though. It's the bad thing about these mirrors. As I'm forever complaining. So, I don't tend to take it all the way down to my neck. I don't know why. This is what color, well, you're not seeing that much either, but there's a tint to it. It matches kind of closely, but not at all. Okay. Let's brighten up our eyes a little bit. Actually, I don't know what I did with that. I bought a new color corrector. And I've misplaced it at the moment. So we're going to use this one. This is by ColourFX. Or Color Fix rather. Absolute New York. It's actually one of the first things that I purchased when I started really getting back into makeup. Because my nose tends to go red. My under eyes are like a reddish purple. And it kind of blocks out just a little. Yeah, usually I would put that on before I put on my foundation, but I'm a little backwards today. So I'm hoping to go live again this week. It's something that I found I actually enjoy. And truthfully, it is probably helpful to my mental health. For the longest time, I was having issues writing. I enjoy writing fan fiction, and for almost 2 years I had a hell of a time writing, or just even thinking about it. And I'm kind of putting it down to not interacting with people enough, not talking enough. not speaking or sharing my mind enough. Because I do work from home. And I appreciate that I can work from home. But sometimes it feels like you don't leave. Like you don't leave work. Because it's always there. So that's our eyes. Spoolie. I've got all of my, well, not all of mine, a lot of my brushes. Ooh, I got, oh no, that's just gray hair. Quite a few of my brushes are currently waiting to be washed. I found the coolest thing yesterday to keep everything together, and it's really just stupidly, I should have thought about this years ago, but it's just a tool caddy for cleaning supplies, and it's like this big, and it's made by Sterilite, and I found it at Job Lot. It was like $8. Nice heavy duty plastic, but there's like 3 divided sections and then one long one. So what I'm doing is I'm separating my brushes and putting my cleaning stuff in the end, or even my beauty blenders can go into the last spot. And then the other side I'm going to use to stand up my brushes to dry them. So I'll let you know how that works out. I will bring it down and show you guys, maybe in the live, how I schnazzed it up a little bit. So I do not have an eyebrow set for ColourPop. I am using another Wet n Wild brow kit. It's like the ultimate brow. I really like this a lot. But you have to be careful that you don't make yourself out to look like Groucho Marx. Because I have the ability to go overboard with my brows, just because they're so sparse. And they're turning gray. Maybe I should touch up here too. Boy, you see every place you missed plucking with this mirror. I don't know if you guys are having a hard time hearing me. I'm sorry if you are. My voice is a little out today. Don't know why. Don't know if it's related to the migraine that woke me. Or singing in the shower, you know. Could be that. See, that doesn't even look like it's related. At this rate, the game's going to be over with. I know it's going to cut me off, though, so I apologize in advance. So how did January go for you guys and gals? Good month? I'm ready for winter to be over with. Like, seriously. I get happy every time I see that it's like 5 o'clock now and it's still light outside. And I don't think I've had such problems with the winter time before. Or at least I didn't know enough to acknowledge it. But this winter sucked. Because I was getting up when it was dark out and I was getting out of work when it was dark out. Lay down. Yeah, they still don't look related. I need to go get them waxed, I think. Or find one of those Benefit places that does the laminating. Just a thought. I do like Benefit products. I haven't really used much of their eyebrow stuff yet, though. I love their Big Gal Bang mascara. That's very nice. I do like ColourPop's mascara, too. We have the Act Natural, and this is in the color brown. I'll be using this. It's kind of a drier formula. It's not super wet, so I don't feel like if I close my eyes I'm going to end up with mascara all over the place. You know what? I think I bought a bronzer. I don't think it's the right color though. These are like Fargan. It's a lot of light. These are huge. These are like Marc Jacobs size. And the only reason I know that is because I've seen other people with them. Because I don't have one. It comes across as very warm. So I don't know. Yeah. That's not the, that's the color. I'm not flipping you guys off, I promise. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So we're gonna pull out our Too Faced. This stuff smells so good. Whew. All my brushes are basically being washed, except for my fancy brushes. We're going to pull out this one. And this is my Bling brushes. This is their Twilight collection. And it's not as flat as I usually like for bronzer, or contouring rather. I don't really bronze. It's February in Pennsylvania. I'm not getting a tan here. So if I can just make my cheeks look a little snatched, then it's doing its job. I don't use this one that much, though. It's a strong scent. I guess this could be called bronzing. This is even almost too warm too. I like, I mean, I like this one, don't get me wrong. But I tend to stick to Viseart because it's a definite cool tone contour bronzer. And for higher, I like Charlotte Tilbury too. But I don't want to use it all up. I haven't hit pan on that and I've had it for like 2 years. And I probably shouldn't use it, but I will. A little thinner. It's not any straighter though. It still looks crooked. But that's okay. I think one of my kids headbutted me in the face. when I had them standing on my lap, and you know how you do that little hop when you're holding them like this, and yeah. Maybe we'll pass, we'll hold on to it and see if I don't think that's going to work in the summertime, honestly. Maybe we'll pass that one along to my niece. She likes to play with makeup. She does a good job with makeup, honestly. Both my nieces do. Oh, my niece. I've got several. They all do a pretty good job. All right. Let's pull out the blush. I know we have to build this one because I've used it before. And pull out this brush. I can never read. This is an F15. Probably not what it's used for. That's okay. That picks up the color really nice. It's kind of pigmented. I think I'm washed out a little bit by my lights, but I don't want to do the the tip of my nose. I don't generally go for the cold look. Okay, so that's done. And then we have our highlighter, which is Buckbeak. And this is so creamy. Like, it's got a nice pink tone to it. And it just shimmers. There you go. It's not blinding, which is why I like it. I don't need to be seen from outer space. If they want to continue to ignore my existence, that's fine with me. And this, see the BB. Where's my glasses? It's an E11. And those aren't readers, those are real glasses with bifocals. So, but they're the, anyhow, yes, these are real eyeglasses. And they're progressives, I think they call them. So while the top are for my stigmatism, the bottom are, well, the inners, I think they described it, are for my bifocals. So, because Patty is blind. Not super blind, but it's going to be like out here for me to see it without my glasses. Or it's got to be very big font. So if you could see how big the font is on my phone when I read, yeah. Yeah, see, it's subtle. Don't want to blind people when I play poker later because that would be unethical. So yeah, that's on the agenda tonight too. We're actually celebrating my sister's 58th birthday. She got like 10 years on me. So she knows she's old. She doesn't look it. She doesn't act it. That's all that matters. That's good enough. Okay. I do have some ColourPop lippies, so we'll be using those. I don't really have any of their lip liners or eyeliner. Oh no, I have one or two eyeliners that I got in mystery boxes. I'm working on it. I'll have a cart ready by the end of the night. I'm trying to be good though. Trying is the operative word. Trying to be good and not order anything in February. It didn't work. I tried and I tried. Okay, so we are going to use the Lust for Dusk palette. And honestly, some of these colors kind of remind me of the Twilight palette, including the color Twilight, which is down here. Wish I had one of my cloths so I can wipe things off and swatch for you. Just take a baby wipe. I normally have stuff down here. I don't know where anything is. Okay. So that's the color Twilight. And the color Take the Lead. And I like this color a lot. It's called Serve Chilled. Yeah, I could see it like translating for Twilight too. I thought it said 9 lovers. It says night lovers. But it's that color. So I think we're going to build our look from these colors. And maybe Eventide. At the top is Eventide. So yeah, they look like they're buildable. They look very pretty. And even though this is a brown sweater that I picked up from the Salvation Army, I think they'll look nice. Okay. So we're going to use Eventide. There's a bit of fallout, I will say that, but we're going to use this one as kind of our all-over color. It'd be neat if the same thing that happened with the Twilight palette happened with this one, because the colors in that look wasn't what I was expecting when I laid them down. You guys don't care what brush this is. It's one of their eye brushes. When I first started doing YouTube, one of my incentives to actually get and start recording was to buy the blinged brushes, because they were just beautiful and they had gone on sale. And I'm like, okay, you can buy the brushes, but you cannot use them until you start doing videos. Not just your first video either. Yeah, you actually have to be committed to this. Not that I was going to get rid of them, but I probably would have held on to them and not used them. So I bought my first set of brushes, and absolutely love them. So I got through a couple videos and I started using them. And then they went on sale again. And I got my silver ones. I wish I had one of my switches up here to switch out the colors. I'm going to go into Take the Lead next. Which is this color. And it's like a taupey gray. It's very pretty. That's going to go into our crease. We got to pick up a little bit more. And I'm sorry this video is like so massive. It's been a while since I've done them. A few of you have requested long videos and talking because apparently I'm soothing. Who would have thunk it? If I could go back and tell my customer service rep self, I might not have been so afraid to start a channel when this became popular. And then I could know lots of people. And I probably wouldn't have stayed at that job for 10 years. Just saying. Of course, I've been at my current job for 7, so maybe it was a good thing. Okay, so that's how that looks. And we're going to go in, I guess we'll just grab these two as well. That looks like an E16, but I can't be sure. Just like I said, I am blind. Holy moly. It's an E15. And this one's an E14. And this one's an E15. We're going to use the 15. And we're going to go into Serve Chilled for the corners. Oh, that is a pretty color. A little bit of fallout. Maybe I just went in a little too aggressively. But I like this color. Okay, for some reason it doesn't look like I went into the last color for that eye. Did I? That would be embarrassing. Let's clean this one up a little bit. That's not the right brush. That was the highlight brush. Follow the lead. Because apparently I wasn't paying attention. I didn't get enough on this eye. Much better. I think I might use that as the liner too. Pull that into the crease a little bit too. Not that you can see me with like this in front of my face, but you know. Don't really want wings. She's pigmented. Well, let's go into this one, and that's the highlight one. We're just gonna sparkle like a vampire tonight. That's okay. All right. And now we're going to go into Night Lovers, not Nine Lovers, Night Lovers, which is that one. And it almost looks like there might be a purple shift to it. And not a lot of glitter, because my last video I got Edward in my eye because I got sparkles. It was glittery. Don't take it the wrong way. Oh, that is pretty. It's subtle. I like it. I like it a lot. And you can build it up if you want to. Ooh, that is a screaming song. I don't know if y'all can hear in the background. You probably shouldn't, but it's not like this is going to get monetized anyways. I listen to Bad Omens when I do my makeup. I listen to them when I work too, so. But they have a couple screaming songs. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to take this flat brush and we are going to wet it. It's probably a bit excessive. And we're going to go back into Served Chilled. I didn't end up using Twilight. I could still. I don't know. I kind of like this. Now we're just going to do a smoky eye look. I know I tend to stick with the same thing. I'm sorry. But I have pretty small eyes. Don't have a whole lot of real estate on the lids like some other YouTubers do. But I'm liking it. I love these colors. Not what I was expecting. But I can see the dusk. I can see the twilight in it. So I tickled a little bit. Okay, and now we just need mascara. We're already at like 40 minutes, guys. I'm sorry. Just put me on the background. I'd appreciate it. We're not doing false lashes because I can kind of do them, but I really have to cut them. But this does the job. It's not in your face. It's very subtle. Again. I've actually found this product at Job Lot too, but I believe that they do still carry it. I'd have to check on their website. Because it's the Act Natural and it's in brown. Unless they've replaced it with something else. But I don't have long brows, yeah. I don't have long lashes. My husband and my spawn actually have longer eyelashes than I do, so there's that. Okay, now we need lips. So glassy. It's very brown. I apparently don't have as much as I thought I did. Or if I do, I haven't opened them yet. Honey pie, that's a color. This might be eyeshadow. Just a little bit bigger on the writing, guys. Lippy sticks. This might have come with a, oh, that's red. Maybe we should go with a different one. It's a very bold lip. We have Fresh Kiss. We have a Luxe Velvet. I think they're in the same color. They look very close, but that's okay. It's almost the same color. I think it is the same color, but I just think it's a different formulation. So we're going to do the Luxe Velvet. And we got to hurry up before my camera shuts off again. Because, you know, it likes to do that. Huh. That's... Hope it's not drying out. It's almost a terracotta color. I might have to build my lip collection for ColourPop, because this look would probably be better with a cooler toned lippy. Maybe not the red, because that is red. It's still kind of cooler than what I've got on though. We could try it. I thought I had more, honestly. But even looking where I keep most of my lipsticks, I don't see ColourPop. Which is strange. I could have sworn I had more of these lippy sticks. Something to investigate. Yeah, this probably came in a mystery box, because this isn't a color that I would go for. Yeah, not the color I would go for. I tend to stick with browns, honestly. So this will not be the final color. You live, you learn. You don't buy red. So, because we are short on time and short on colors, we're going to pull out our NYX Tried and True, and this is the Ginger Snap. This is, honestly, this is my favorite lip out of probably everything I own. I have backups of this. This is a butter gloss. I usually keep one in my wristlet. For on the go. So, slightly better. Still got a red tint underneath it though. But it's family. They love me anyway. Okay, so that's the look. The Lust to Dusk palette for the eyes, Buckbeak for the highlight. This Kiss and Tell pressed powder blush for the cheeks. The Act Natural for the eyelashes. We did use toothpaste for the bronzer or contour, and we used Wet n Wild, but we also used other things too. So we used a lot of products that I haven't used much. Anywho, we have this. This is our mystery box. Sorry. It does have my address on the front, so they're packaged pretty well. I have no complaints. Not about the packaging anyhow. But we'll go through this really quick. This was not part of the mystery box. This I actually purchased separately. And this is the Forever Yours blush by ColourPop. And it's a pressed powder blush. I was looking for a different color, so that when I do get a tan, it shows up on my face. But these are so cute. I love the packaging. And the color is very pretty as well. It's a powder, pressed powder. It's not one of their cream ones that they're doing right now. This is the color. Very pretty. Not to lose you guys again. It's gonna be like an hour-long video. You're gonna hate me. Okay. If I can edit it, I will. Okay. We have the Free to Be. This is a quad. Not really colors I wear. In fact, I have another quad probably in the box. These might be given to family. It's pretty. It's what I wore back in the day, before I really got back into makeup again. But I know that there are people out there that appreciate a basic palette. So that will be going to them. Show up at the party with the gifts, you know? Except for the birthday girl. She doesn't wear makeup. Okay. The next is Couplet. I honestly thought that everybody got the same boxes. But I was watching, I think her channel is called Subscription Sisters. Her palette, her box was different. I watched Brenda Couture for her live last night. Her box was the same as mine. But then one of our friends had a different palette. Or had the same one as the Subscription Sisters did. So this is damaged. So I'm going to give them a holler on the phone and just let them know. I don't know if it'll do any good. But it was surprising because I don't generally receive damaged products from them. Okay. Next we have Poem. So I'm guessing that this is just all part of the same collection. This actually reminds me a little bit of a Natasha Denona palette that I've worked with. The 5-pan palette. Very pretty. This one I'll keep. I like these colors. I like the basic colors too, don't get me wrong. But I have a lot of palettes that have those same basic colors in them that I'm not willing to give away. We have the Harmony palette. I was hoping with the colors that it would be like yellow toned. Maybe the undertone is. But it looks a lot more peach to me. Like terracotta. And last but not least is a repeat for me. It's the Limoncello palette, which is a gorgeous palette. I'm okay with getting a dupe for this. I know that I've got people that I can pass along to, or if I wanted to do a giveaway in the future, I could certainly include it in that. This was actually one of the first palettes that I purchased from ColourPop. I thought that the packaging, and I've already opened it, so it's got a smudge on it, but it's just, it's very pretty. I had hoped for more blue in the palette, truthfully, but I can live with what it's got. But it's very nice. The mystery box was $30. Do I think it's worth it? I know for a fact that these are no longer on their website. I'm not sure if the quad is. I don't believe so. It's worth $30. When I saw the advertisement for it and it said it was 5 palettes, 5 eyeshadow palettes, I honestly thought that it would be either the 12 pans or at the very least the 9 pans. And I wasn't expecting it to be items that were discontinued completely that we'll probably start seeing in the discount stores. So, but you know, you live, you learn. Their last set was fantastic. So, would I buy them again? Another mystery box? Yes, because I like them. Just a little disappointed in this one. But that's it for today. I've got like 20 minutes to get this somewhat edited and get ready for the party. So everybody have a fantastic Sunday. If you don't see this till tomorrow, hopefully the 49ers win. Okay, we're going to finish this up because we cut off again. Go 49ers. And please, if you like this kind of content, I know it's long today. I'll try not to do one this long ever again if you don't want them. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, tell your friends. I appreciate all of you. You guys have a wonderful week, and it's going to be lighter earlier, so enjoy the daylight. Talk to you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.